cop cars around the world, excluding the United States of America. Source: Donut Media.
Back to work.
You can carry out 3-topping pizzas for just $7.99 when you order Domino's online. Whether it's hand-tossed, crunchy thin crust, Brooklyn New York-style crust, or handmade pan pizza, it's all yours to carry out for just $7.99 each when you order Domino's Carryout online.
Savannah, Savuda, blah, blue, blue, blee, blue.
So let's just jump right into it, starting with Italy. One type of police, the Carabinieri, are kind of like a national military police force. They have access to the most badass patrol cars. These cars include the Alfa Romeo Giulia QV, powered by a 2.9-liter twin-turbo V6 that puts out 505 horsepower and can do 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds with a top speed of 191. Whew. It's rear-wheel drive and has paddle shifters, so you can bet that those Italian cops are having some fun on the job. The police also have access to a Lamborghini Huracan with a claimed top speed of 199. It's got a 5.2-liter V10. This Huracan was a replacement for the Gallardo, which was used by the police for emergency organ transport and to shuttle blood to accident sites. So pretty cool. They plan on using the Huracan as much in the same way, but also in the event of a high-speed chase. With a 0 to 60 of 3.2 seconds, I don't think that many people will want to test that. Cops in Italy also have a Lotus Evora S that they use for rapid response, an armored Jeep Grand Cherokee, and this Fiat 500 with a dude who means business just hanging out of the top. Australia has its share of fast cop cars. The Kia Stinger GTS has made its way onto the Queensland Police Force as of recently, and while it's not the fastest car used by the police, its 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6 puts out a respectable 365 horsepower. This rear-wheel drive car recently got a drift mode and replaced older patrol units like the Holden Commodore SS and the Ford Falcon XR6. Another Falcon the Australian police are known to employ is the Ford Falcon Gtr spec. But the police Falcon Gtr spec received better fuel injectors and a new exhaust, pumping the total output to 536 Brumbies, those Australian wild horses. The Falcon held the title for the most powerful Australian police car until the arrival of a new cruiser in 2013, the Holden Special Vehicles GTS, 4.3 second 0 to 60 thanks to a 760 horsepower supercharged 6.2-liter V8 under the hood. The title of fastest Australian police car changed hands yet again last month with the introduction of the new competition spec BMW M5. The 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 is good for 617 horses and a 3.3 second 0 to 60 time. Some other Australian cop cars worth mentioning are the Audi RS4 Avant, Civic Type R, and a Lexus RCF in New South Wales. Love saying South Wales.
In New South Wales.
Australia's bastard father, the UK, also has some pretty interesting cop cars. It's not uncommon to see Mustangs and Focus STs patrolling the area, but one of my favorites is this Sierra Sapphire RS Cosworth. There was an RS200 cop car for a hot minute too, but there isn't much info on that thing. Then there's this, the Caparo T1 police unit. This stripped-down F1 inspired car has 575 horses and can do 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. Surprise, surprise, Germany has some pretty cool cop cars too. They have cars like this S-Class Mercedes and M3s, but one of the more unique Polizei cars found in Germany was the Porsche 356. A fleet of the 356s were used in the 60s to patrol the Autobahn. Even though Germany's famous highway system doesn't have speed limits anywhere, cops needed something that would be able to keep up with anyone that happened to do something illegal. Not a Porsche guy? Well, how about a Brabus V12? This CLS modded by the German tuners Brabus has a twin-turbo V12 under the hood that puts out a stupid 730 horsepower. Apparently it can go 225, which is fast enough to catch anything on the Autobahn, and just about anything else on Earth. German tuning firm ABT modified an Audi R8 GTR to be an insane cop car. The mods include carbon ceramic brakes, a carbon fiber aero kit, sport suspension, and an engine tune that boosted power over 640 horsepower. They also added Hella police roof lights. I didn't even know Hella made police lights. Japan has an elite force of JDM favorites in police car form. Many of them are just for PR and don't actually do any patrolling, like this NSX, but some, like the WRX STI and this FD-RX-7, actually saw service in cities like Kyoto and Hiroshima. An R34 police car was active as late as 2016. Oh, that was so sick! And there was even a 4-door R33 used by the Kanagawa police force. Other than the classic Toyota Crown, Nissans have always been a favored badge with police in Japan. Even as far back as the 1970s, Tokyo police used Fairlady Z432s. Wow. Nowadays, Tokyo has at least 3 Fairlady Zs in their stables. Great cars. Chances are, if you've read an article on crazy cop cars, you know what I'm about to talk about next. Dubai in the United Arab Emirates is known for being lavish and extravagant, and their cop cars aren't any different. They have McLarens, Bentleys, and a Mercedes SLS AMG. Honestly, I could list these supercars for a long time. These things are more of a publicity stunt than a means of stopping criminals, but hey, they have the cop car paint jobs, they're still cop cars. Dubai police also have one of only 77 Aston Martin 177s. If you don't know, the 177 is a magnificent machine powered by a 7.3-liter V12, delivers 750 horsepower, which is more than a Lamborghini Aventador, which the Dubai police also have. One of the more interesting cars Dubai has is the Lykan Hypersport. Only 7 of them were produced by W Motors based out of the UAE. The Lykan has a unique turbocharged flat 6 made by Roof, you know, those Yellowbird guys. It makes 780 horsepower at 7,000 RPM, that's just nuts, and 708 foot-pounds of torque. It's got a 7-speed dual-clutch PDK transmission and 6-piston carbon ceramic brakes on each wheel. The Hypersport is good for 2.8 seconds, 0 to 60, which means there's no way that any perp is getting away. I just want to say sorry to the Lykan Hypersport because I talked a lot of trash on it in the Fast and Furious episode. I thought it was a fake car. When I first saw the Hypersport in Fast 7, I was heated. It's the worst car on this list.
It's the worst car on this list.
One honorable mention for Dubai is this flying motorcycle called the Scorpion 3. It's not a supercar, but it does look dumb. The Carabinieri